Hello, everyone, and welcome to the eighth episode of Couch to Clutch. Last week was interesting again because it was another testing my limits kind of a run. Yeah, it was a run. It was called uh, Run for a Girl Child, and it was 10K, not a 21K. And it went pretty well. Uh, the target was 68 minutes, but we were able to do it in 67 minutes. Here is the map. So it started from Gachibowli Stadium in Hyderabad and went into Hyderabad Central University and then a nice little trail to finish. We started pretty strong, 6:33, and I had Sham as my pacer because he had volunteered to pace me. Uh, and he was faster, of course. He was in his tempo. I was at my threshold, and he was kind enough to finish with me without speeding up too much. And I did not expect these many people to have turned out. Seems like a lot of corporates had sponsored this event. I also got a sponsorship from my company, but I had already bought a ticket, so I just took that bib instead of the company bib. Anyway, uh, yeah, a lot of people inside the HCU, and as you can see, a lot of them walking because yeah, it was a chill run and we had a lot of fun. Fun was part of the plan. Okay. Um, these are some of my colleagues. So yeah, pretty good run. I was very happy to have a personal record at 1 hour, 7 minutes, 39 seconds for a 10K. The first split was fast, 6:33, 6:46. That was our um, strategy to start strong and then settle down at a lower pace because some of the middle parts were uphill. Total elevation was around 60 meters. So it wasn't a flat track. It was 0.6% average gradient. And eighth kilometer was pretty steep. So we took it a little slow there and then a strong finish with 6:39 in the ninth kilometer and 6:09 at the 10th kilometer, which was pretty fast, I would say, for a finish. Nice trails, nice roads, uh, nice execution of the plan. The plan was to walk every 1 kilometer. So as you can see here, this is one walk, this is another walk. So every 1 kilometer and now around 50 to 70 meters of walk. And then because I had a really nice downhill, so I continued, took the break at 3.3 kilometers, then 4 kilometers. So yeah, one, two, three, four, uh, five, six, seven, eight walk breaks, I would say. And after 8 kilometers, there was no walk break. It was finish, race to the finish. Um, Heart rate was stable. As you can see, it was going till, I would say, threshold. I was keeping it around threshold, sub threshold, 150 to 159, 160, and did not cross 160 before 8 kilometers. So after 8 kilometers, we just went all guns blazing till the end, and it went up and up and up and up till 175, 176, I think. So yeah, cadence was very strong all through. It was, I was trying to hit 180 and I was able to do that. Dropped a little in the middle because it was uphill, a lot of uphill. So dropped a little there, but then recovered again pretty strong at 180 average. So I was very happy with the execution of the race and the PR where I had cut down 5 minutes from the last time. So yeah, fitness increasing and weight dropping. So things are gonna get much more better in the next run, which is in August 30th, the Hyderabad Marathon. And that's a even more difficult run because it starts from a very low area, and then there is a hill in between, huge hills, Jubilee Hills, Banjara Hills, and then it comes down to Gachibowli. So yeah, that will be a challenge for everyone, and there's a lot of people that I know are coming to Hyderabad to run that race. My college friend as well. So yeah, looking forward to that. So by then, hopefully, I'll lose a lot of fat and keep running. So that's the run for the week. The week went pretty well. There was 10 hours of training. Bike duration was 6. Run duration was 154. Run distance was 16 in total. Strength duration was around 2 hours. So yeah, overall, I would say a pretty good week. And you can see there's a small run, 15 minutes. It's important to do a run before the actual run, to just have your cadence and everything, your blood flowing the day before. No, but not more than 15-20 minutes, max 30 minutes, not more than that, at an easy pace, of course. So, pretty had gone pretty strong last week. So very happy with the consistency, and then took a couple of days rest and then did the run. So the run went pretty well because there was less fatigue and I had done all the protocols right before the race. Sleeping well, that's the most important one. Okay, now let's go to the next protocol, the protocol that I promised last week that I would show, which is free of cost. Jal Neti. Now, this is known by Ayurvedic practitioners, Indian people in general. Uh, People think it's difficult. I also thought it was difficult until one of my friends from Lucknow, Ravi, he came and showed that don't worry, it's an easy thing to do. I knew about it because I had seen my uncle and aunt do this. My aunt had asthma, and she used to do it regularly because it helped with her asthma, I think. But I also have a condition called DNS, which is called deviated nasal septum. So your septum in the middle of the it's a little deviated, so it causes problem on the left side of the nose. So breathing can sometimes be problematic. I used to have a lot of fevers in my childhood, and because of that, a lot of cold, cough, all of that. Until 2019, I used to get very regular fevers because of that, because it used to cause a lot of headache as well. Now, if someone is has asthma or DNS or even sinusitis, which is very common, there's a gap between the bones of the nostrils. Uh, a lot of shit actually gets in those nostrils and create a lot of problem, and a lot of viruses actually can incubate in there and then cause even bigger problems. So a lot of cardiovascular or other diseases um, sometimes is because the nostrils are not clear enough. So that's why pranayams are good, Anulom Vilom pranayam. This is just an advanced version of the Anulom Vilom pranayam, where you take inhale from one side and exhale from another. So that's just airflow. This is water flow. So this is better than the airflow, right? And this just requires only 2 minutes of the practice. Usually with a kit like this, does not cost a lot. It's very low cost. And then you just need lukewarm water and salt. And then just move your head towards like that. And then tilt your head and the water just passes. You don't have to do anything. Just breathe through your mouth. That's it. So it's that simple, but it looks scary in the beginning. But once someone shows it to you, it's not that difficult. 1 or 2 days, there'll be some blockage, of course, if you have never done it. So it'll take some time for you to get used to it, but then the nose just opens up like a tap. It's like putting tap water like that and it just keeps on. It's a regular flow after a few days. Okay, so after 2019, I hardly had any headaches and fevers because of all those problems of blockage, nose blockage, nostril blockage. So this is excellent. This is a free thing, of course, close to free, uh, and it costs nothing in medical bills or going to a doctor or any medication. So I don't know. The best things in the world are usually free, as I told you before. Nasal cleansing with using lukewarm saline water with neti pot, like that. Approximately 2 minutes clears the nasal passages and improves the airflow. This is very good for recovery because it calms you down as well. Respiratory optimization, it's very good for aerobic efforts, basically, because you need airway efficiency and breathing quality. You need very regular breathing in your aerobic runs or your cycling. Can be done every morning before training or before breakfast. I do it usually every day, and doesn't take much time. Just do brush and do this. Simple. Takes 2 minutes each, right? Parasympathetic activation feels very good. Your head feels like it's very clear after this, and great for sinus health. Nasal openness is subjective, of course, because I have DNS. I still have not. I still sometimes feel like one of the nostrils is still not as good as the other one, right? But reduced blockage is awesome. Like it has reduced so much. I used to probably just breathe from one nostril before. But after this, it's breathing the, I would say, the distraction from breathing is not there anymore. So zone 2 rides, great for zone 2 rides. Reduced mouth breathing, of course, because if you cannot breathe from your nose well, then you open your mouth and then you hyperventilate, and that's not efficient breathing. So always good to have nasal breathing, even at 160. I think my over threshold is 165, and super anaerobic is around 170 BPM. Even at 165, I was not hyperventilating on that run because I was going well above 165, right? In the final 1 kilometer. At no point of time I did any hyperventilating with my mouth. It was all nasal. And thanks to this protocol. So, lifesaver from Ravi. He showed me something that my uncle and aunt had shown 15 years back, but then uh, the way they showed was looked like it was very difficult. It usually looks crazy, and you get a little afraid that, oh my God, if the water just gets in my head, what happens then, right? None of that happens if you just bend a little forward and just tilt your head in the right place. Of course, um, you have to be a little mindful that you don't snort in the water. My wife did that once, and then yeah, and it has to be done with a little caution. But once you are used to it, I think there is no better remedy for anything around sinusitis. So yeah, that's one protocol for this week. I'll come with another one next week. Till then, keep shining. And this is Rajit from Diary of a Cyclist. Bye bye.